Gamescom 2010. I'm Dan Chiappini and I'm joined by Mr. Ed Boon. Thank you, Ed.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you've announced a couple of new characters here at Gamescom. Can you give us a run through exactly who players can expect to see?
Well, here at the show we've just announced Cyrex and Katana. Cyrex from MK3 and Katana from Mortal Kombat 2. And as well as a couple of backgrounds from Mortal Kombat 3, the Bell Tower and the Desert, kind of reimagined with today's latest technology.
Now there's a few throwbacks. Johnny Cage, we saw his fatality. There's a few noticeable, memorable moments to it, and there are a few new ones thrown into the mix as well. Yeah. What is the ratio of kind of old to new in this title?
In terms of fatalities?
Across everything.
Across everything? We're trying to find that right balance between, kind of tapping on the nostalgia feel that people have from the first three games, their favorite fatalities and whatnot, but also introducing a lot more in terms of the deeper gameplay, a lot more, moments for the kind of hardcore fighting game player while keeping it accessible, which has always been a big part of Mortal Kombat.
Now, we saw about 26 characters waiting to sit on the dash there to be played. Obviously, there's a huge legacy with this title. How do you choose who goes into a title like a Mortal Kombat reboot?
Well, this one was easy because, our story was always kind of focused on the chapters of Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. So, I think if you have a favorite character from one of those games, there's a pretty good chance it's going to be in this game. At the same time, we want to have new characters that, either from the later games or a brand new thing, and there's a great opportunity with DLC, downloadable characters, that we can actually put those into the game after the game's already shipped.
Can you tell us anything about your future plans for DLC?
Well, we plan on supporting it very heavily, and I think characters seems to be the one that people really ask about the most. But we have an infrastructure in place that lets us do new arenas, new fatalities, new characters. So it's really just up to what we feel the players want the most. Then that's what we're going to deliver.
Now, on the back of Mortal Kombat vs. DC, how important was it to get the blood and the gore back into this title?
You know what? It was. I think the game really set us up for a great opportunity. We had a break from the M-rated games, and now there's this big void, this hunger for Mortal Kombat to return, and that's exactly what it's doing. It's coming back in terms of the M-rated presentation, deeper gameplay, 2D fighting, which is a big thing that's been asked for a lot, and fatalities. So, I think there's just such a great opportunity that we're jumping all over with this game.
Now, as a man that lives and breathes Mortal Kombat, and I follow you on Twitter, and you do mention Mortal Kombat once or twice, does that make you the best person to be working on a project like this, or the toughest, harshest critic?
Of the game? I think we're all really critical of ourselves. We look at the game, we see the flaws, so we see stuff that we need to fix. And but shows like this and shows like E3 and the really positive reception that we're getting so far is it's reassuring, because like I said, we're always looking at the things that we want to fix and improve on. But things like this and getting that the best of nominee for this game is really cool, and it's pretty rewarding.
Now, you're showing it here in Germany. It's playable. We've seen titles like this, especially with Decapitation, obviously with the USK and the local classification board within Australia. Are you at all concerned about needing to tone the game down for sensitive regions? We
are concerned. That's something that we plan on aggressively, working with them to try to find a balance that is, not compromising to the game's integrity, but also not, violating any of the laws that they have here. So it's certainly gonna be a lot of work, but we're definitely willing to put it in.
Now, I think probably the most important question is, when can people get their hands on this one, and which platforms?
Well, Mortal Kombat's going to be available on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in spring of 2011.
Ed, thank you very much for your time. And that's a quick look at Mortal Kombat. Stay tuned for GameSpot's ongoing coverage from Gamescom 2010.